Hey guys, good afternoon. So I'd like to do another video on a Robbie's tour that I did because I've seen a lot of questions online about the accessibility. So I did a tour from Inverness with Robbie's. It's the Dunrobin Castle and Easter Ross. So the castle is what I'm seeing a lot of questions on, the accessibility of it online. And it's got a lot of steps. I did not do much touring of the castle on the inside because I went to the gardens first because that's what interests me the most. So there's a lot of steps down to the garden. There's a couple of different ways to get down to the main level of the garden, and the steps are very irregular. Different heights between the steps, different widths on the steps, and different materials on the steps. So if you have difficulty walking up and down steps, especially ones that don't have handrail options, then talk to the people there at the castle. If you're on a tour, let your tour guide know ahead of time so they can help you find someone to talk to. I discovered afterwards that there is an alternate method to access the garden other than going down the steps, and by then I had already negotiated all the steps. The gardens themselves, once you get down the steps, are fairly level. It's a lot of walking on grass and dirt paths and things like that, but they're fairly level, and access was pretty easy once you actually make it down all the steps. Inside the castle, I cannot speak to that. The steps wore me out in the garden, so I just walked around the lower level inside the castle, and then some of my fellow tourists were kind enough to share their photos with me of that they took inside the castle. So Dunrobin Castle is a challenge if you have difficulty with steps. The gardens are doable. The inside, I don't know that there's a lot that can be done about that, but it would be something to contact the staff there at the castle to find out about. The rest of the tour was relatively easy to do, walking with a cane. We went to Dordock, had lunches in Dordock, and that town, you're wandering around at your own pace. So you can do what you need to do at whatever pace you need to do it. There was a bit of a limit on places to sit outside, if I recall correctly, but there were some. So if you need to sit down and take a break, certainly possible. And then we went to Tarbat Ness Lighthouse, and that path was very easy to walk. It was dirt, but fairly level and not that long. So that was easy to do. And then we went and saw the Mermaid of the North. I observed from higher up. I did not try to walk down on the beach and get close up with the mermaid. Rocks and things on the beach made that a little bit tricky. And then we went to the Shandwick Stone, and that was easy. Nice level dirt path, very easy to walk. And of course, as always, Robbie's tours are great. The tour guides are fabulous and very helpful. So if you have difficulty walking with a cane, again, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help and ask questions. There's always people that are willing to give you a hand.